So here we have our Goi Cuon. Goi Cuon. So here we have our Goi Cuon, or our Vietnamese Spring Rolls. Traveling has become more of a luxury instead of something that we get to do out of whim. And I'm sure every one of you out there misses the time where you just grab your bags, book a ticket at the last minute, and take off to a place where you want to go. Which is why I've made this series into something where I get to take you to places while you sit in the comforts of your home. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ava, and join me for another cooking session as I share with you another dish. And this time, our travel destination is Vietnam. So the name of the dish is called Goi Cuon, or fresh spring rolls. The name is a bit of a tongue twister, so you have to forgive me if I mispronounced it. So our dish is a fresh take on spring roll. It's a mixture of seafood and vegetable. And this uses a specific ingredient called rice paper. So if you're someone who's watching your calorie intake, this is something that you have to look out for. So let's start cooking, shall we? So for our ingredients, we have prawns, carrot, cucumber, lettuce. I'm using romaine lettuce, but you can use any lettuce you have available, like iceberg lettuce perhaps will do. And then I have lemon here for acidity, but ideally you should use lime. And then I have an herb here called cilantro, or we call this wan sui in the Philippines. And then we have spring onions, garlic, hoisin sauce for our dip, as well as chili and garlic sauce. We also have peanut butter, fish sauce, sesame oil, and our golden trio, we have olive oil, salt, pepper, and we also are going to be using sugar for added flavor. And for our carbohydrates, we have vermicelli or rice noodles, and another carbohydrate which I showed you earlier, which is rice paper. So now we're ready to cook. I'll show you the first step, and that is to devein our prawns. So I'll show you a technique here. I'm gonna use a ballpoint, but you can use any pointy thing to dig out the intestine. So first you remove the whiskers, and then you cut this pointed appendage here. And then you dig out a portion of the flesh right here. Look for that black strip of intestine. There you go. And then just gently pull that. Alright, so I'll clean the rest and then I'll show you the next cooking step. Now it's time to cook our shrimp. We have a heated pan here, so let's just add our oil. Keep that into the heat. Rotate it. So we're doing this procedure, like we're sauteing it instead of boiling it, since we want to retain the flavor and we want to keep the flavor intact. So let's just wait until this turns into golden orange, until it's cooked. So let's add a bit of salt and some pepper. While we wait for our prawns to cook, we're going to boil a pot of water. So this is where we will cook our vermicelli or rice noodles. So let's wait for that to boil. Turn up the heat. So make sure you don't overcook the prawns so it doesn't taste rubbery. So let's turn this off. It's already done. And we're just gonna let this cool down so we can peel off the shells later. Now our pot of water is boiling. Let's add our rice noodles. So now our noodles are cooked, so let's drain the water. Now it's time to create our dip. So I'll show you two ways. First one is the traditional one. So here I have a bowl. I'll add a cup of water, fish sauce, put that right there, add some sugar. Next we're going to add grated carrots. We will probably need about 2 tablespoons. So let's just cut this portion right here. Peel that. Now let's grate our carrots. Here's our grated carrots. Let's add that to the mixture. Right, now let's add our freshly squeezed lemon. We really need a teaspoon of this. Just squeeze that. And let's add that into our mixture. I forgot to mention this. We're gonna add rice wine. So I know I mentioned earlier that we're gonna be using chigas, which is the chili garlic sauce. You can actually use sriracha as well. So let's add that. Oops, that's a lot. Actually, you just need like a teaspoon. And we're gonna put 2 cloves of garlic. Here, let's just peel it off. And we're gonna shred this so that it will be well combined into the sauce. And lastly, we will add our sesame oil, just a teaspoon or a tablespoon. And let's mix that to make sure it's well combined. And now it's time for our second dip. Let's turn up the heat. I already have an olive oil here, but let's just add some more. Let's add our garlic. Onion. And we're gonna put our hoisin sauce. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons. Mix that. And let's add our peanut butter. We're gonna need 2 tablespoons. Make sure you incorporate hoisin sauce in the peanut butter first. And you don't want to burn the sauce, so just put it on a low heat. Let's add water. A cup will do, or 3/4 of a cup should be fine. Let's add some pepper. Let's add some salt. Just a little bit, just a pinch. Of sugar for some sweetness. Although the hoisin sauce is already a bit sweet, so we just need probably like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Let's use a wire whisk so it's properly incorporated. And that's our peanut sauce. Now we're on to the fun part, which is to assemble all of our ingredients. We're gonna chop our fillings. We have the carrot here. So we're gonna cut it like 1 inch. Next is our cucumber. Now let's go ahead and peel the shell off our prawns. So we're gonna cut this into halves. Now it's time to stuff our fillings into our rice paper. So this is a bit stiff, so we have to moisten this a bit. So let's just dip it into a bowl of water. Not too much. You don't want it to be too soggy. You just want it a bit pliable so you can work around it. And then let's add our lettuce, carrot, cucumber, vermicelli, just a few strings. If you're watching your calorie intake, you don't have to put a lot. So let's add our spring onions, cilantro. This will add that freshness. And then lastly, our shrimp. Let's put it on this side so it will be aesthetically appealing. And now the tough part is to roll it. I might mess this up, but let's do the best that we can. you have it. That is our Goi Cuon. So you have the choice of using either the traditional sauce, which we made earlier, and the peanut sauce. I'm gonna cut this into half so you can see what's inside. Alright, that's how it looks. So here's our colorful, delicious, and healthy Goi Cuon. I hope you follow through the steps and you get to do this in your home too. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.